someone asked in the Q&A, what's your normal routine throughout a school day? Like in terms of workload, would you have time to work if you do work, or would you consider getting a job, going to the gym, extracurriculars, all of that kind of stuff? Like, how do you feel the workload and managing that work-life balance?
Yeah, first year is a bit different than, or actually first semester of first year is a bit different than the rest of vet school. It's a bit more laid back. They kind of go through, you still have 4 courses, but they're a bit more relaxed because it is more of an intro. Like you do some chemistry, you do some basic animal handling and stuff like that. So you do have a nice ease into your degree. I'd say you will probably spend those 4 months more adjusting and kind of getting used to the schedule. And then by the end of that semester, you hopefully will have developed some good study habits as well and just kind of got a lay for the land. Because second semester, you are kind of kicked right into high gear. You have 4 quite intense courses, but they are less generic science and more vet specific, which is quite nice. Now, some people do find the first 4 months a bit more boring, but I think people need to remember that take advantage of the boring because once that school actually kicks in, you do have quite a lot of work to keep up with. I wouldn't say that you have no free time. Like I travel quite a lot. I go to Brisbane. It's just how you manage your time and your studies. It definitely is a more demanding degree. Like I won't sugarcoat it. You're gonna have to do a lot of work. But I feel like you should know that going into this program and this like career that you are going to be a doctor by the end. You have to be able to diagnose patients. Like you need to be on top of what you're learning. And I should probably take my own advice because sometimes I also don't go to class. But at the end of the day, I do thanks on my courses. So it's kind of you have to figure out what works best for you. A lot of the courses now, due to COVID, are also on Zoom. So you can, if you like live off campus for a bit, you don't have to attend every single class. You can zoom in and still get the same effect. Or they will record and post lectures, so you can always go back and watch stuff that's already been talked about, especially if you didn't understand the concepts or whatnot. A lot of the practicals are very, very important. Not all of them are required, but you should go to as many as you can, especially in the anatomy classes that you have, because you are literally thrown in right away. You get given a full cadaver of a usually a greyhound in second semester, and you do everything. You skin it, you go through its muscles, you go through its nerves, you go through all the innervations, and then you're assessed on like bell ringer exams. You're given 90 seconds and you have to tell me what muscle this is, what this is in the dog, or what it innervates, or how it works and stuff like that. So your learning will always be building on something else. And luckily for animals, some of them have similar things, like cats and dogs are quite similar. And then horses are similar, but maybe they'll have larger muscles, like larger neck muscles to hold up their head. I'm sorry, that is my mom texting me. I don't know if you can hear that. But you will always be having to study or review something, just whether you need to. It depends on kind of how you understand it and how you need to go through it. But I did say first year was quite a lot of fun. You are kind of like, oh wow, this is vet school. Like it really kicks into high gear as soon as second sem starts.